Hey guys, today we're going through my primers and my powder foundations. So basically stuff that seals my makeup in. So I'm gonna start over here. Primers stops here and then the rest are all powders. So this one is from Cathydoll. This is the CC Cream Speed White SPF 50. I have 4 of them. 2 of them are in shade number 1, which is a foundation shade, and then 2 of them are like green correctors. So I actually already poured them out to try. I'll show you. This is shade number 1 and it's very watery, so I thought it would be good. My container broke. I thought it would be good for my dry skin because it's very watery, sinks in very well, and not at all cakey, you would think, but I find that they make my dry skin look even drier. Like they really highlight all the dry spots. So I'm going to just pass this along. I have another primer. This is a balm kind of primer, which is honestly quite strange, and it's from a Taiwanese brand called PSK. So I'll show you. It actually comes with a puff too, and it's just weird and I just don't get it, and I just don't think it will work for my skin, so I'm just gonna give this to someone else. Moving on, I have my favorite brand ever. It's a local Singapore brand. It's Klarity, and this is the lasertox CC Miracle White Lotion SPF 30. This is like an all-rounder cream. Like it gives you whitening, repair, firming, smooth, a lot, waterproof, anti-aging, sunproof. And I use this as a primer, and it also hydrates at the same time, but it's not super good at holding your makeup on because it's not actually marketed as a primer, just that for my dry skin it works that way too. So I really like this. If you have dry skin, you can use this to replace a primer, or if you have really oily skin, you need like, I don't know, double primer strength, you could use this before your primer. So I'm gonna keep this. Okay, moving on to this, the Benefit Porefessional. This is one of those things that YouTube made me buy it. Like it was so hyped up, and then, oh no, I didn't even buy this. I got this as like a deluxe sample. This is the smaller size, and I've been using this for months and months, but I'm still like halfway through it, but I just cannot be bothered with it anymore. I'm just gonna throw this out. It's like to minimize the appearance of pores, but I have dry skin and this just does not work with my skin. It literally, it exfoliates my skin. When you apply it on the skin, it creates those like white little thingies. So and then I have to start all over. I have to reapply my moisturizer after I wash my face. So I'm just gonna throw this away, but I'm going to give this new one, I think it's still brand new with the sale on. Yeah, I'm just gonna give this to whoever wants it. So disappointing. Okay, next, my favorite primer. I still have a little bit left. This is the Biore UV Perfect Face Milk SPF 50 Plus. It's not actually a primer. It's actually just a sunblock, but it pours out. Okay, first you gotta shake it. Oh, I still have a lot left actually. And then you pour it out. It comes out white like this, and then I just tap it in between my hands and then I just apply on my face. This works for me because I have dry skin, so sometimes I cannot use primer because when I rub my skin, it's so dry that there's a lot of dead skin, but it's not because I did not exfoliate, it's just because it's just way too dry. So this is a great primer for me. Not super good at holding makeup for like 6-8 hours that kind, but good for like 4 hours. So I love this a lot. It's also very hydrating and super quick primer. This one, I thought I would love this. This is from Maybelline. It's their Baby Skin Instant Pore Eraser. This is my second tube. But it's supposed to be like the Benefit Porefessional to help with the pores. But I find that it does not hold my makeup at all. Like it looks fine before I step out of the house. Then once I step out of the house, it just instantly gets oily. So I don't know who can use this unless you have like insanely dry skin. Maybe this will work for you, but it's just no, I'm just gonna pass this along. And then I have this from NYX. It's their Angel Veil Skin Perfecting Primer. It's another one that YouTube made me buy it, and I love this. It's pretty hydrating. Oh, okay, 03/2017. So I realized this is probably the expiration date, right? So, and it's like open for 6 months and you gotta chuck it. So I'm sure I got it open for like more than 6 months. And I squeezed a little bit out. This is very hydrating, and it's also good for oil control. But since it's expired, I'm just gonna throw it, but I will repurchase this. Moving on, I have this one. I got it in Japan. I'm pretty sure it's also a Japanese brand. It's their CC Mineral Cream, and I don't know the brand. I'm just guessing that the brand is Baby Pink. It's one of those when you go to Japan, you have to buy whatever that they have a tag that says #1. Yeah, so it's one of those products. At first I hated it, but now I love it. Gotta kind of shake it up. It's like this is a CC cream, but I use CC creams as primers, and this is really, before I even start my foundation, it already gives me some coverage, and I really like it a lot. This blends into my skin well, but I have to be a bit careful with it. If not, it will kind of emphasize my dry skin. But Japan products are awesome, and this is awesome, and I'm gonna finish using this up. And then another CC cream that I have is from Dior. This is the Fresh CC in shade 10. It's the brightening tinted fluid color correction second skin finish of such a long name. Okay, anyway, this, when you squeeze it, it comes out gray, but when you rub it into your skin, then it becomes like the color of this, and then after that it blends into skin really well. So I feel that in terms of oil control, it's not, this Dior is not as good as this for oil control, but it makes the skin look better than this CC cream that I have. So I'm gonna keep this. It's also fairly new to me. I've only used it like 3 times. And then this one, I also just got it. It's the Rimmel Stay Matte Makeup Primer, mattifying. Yeah, when I see mattifying, usually I run far away from it because I have dry skin, but this is like hydrating feel. It kind of comes out like the, let me check, I think it's white. Yeah, it comes out white, and I don't think it's that drying for my skin, but it's definitely not like, oh, very hydrating, that kind. But it's also good for oil control and doesn't emphasize my dry skin, and I really like this, so I'll keep this. Alright, we're moving on to powders. I'm gonna start here. This is from Heroine Make. It's the Smooth Cover Powder. They have a black version and a white version, and this powder I think I've repurchased. This is probably my 3rd one, and it's one of the first few powders I ever discovered when I got into makeup. And this comes with SPF too, and they have like 2 shades. This is 01. I'm pretty sure they only have like 2 shades. Yeah, so the shade selection sucks. But this one, oh, okay, as you can tell, I love it, and I've already heat pan, and this is my like 3rd one that I've heat pan on. But I'm just gonna chuck this because the packaging doesn't close anymore, and I hate it when things do that. So I'm gonna throw this away, but I highly recommend this powder if you're in the market for a powder. The black one gives you insane coverage, but because now I used to have oily skin, but now I have dry skin, so it kind of does emphasize my dryness. But if you have oily skin, then this is great for you. But they have a white color packaging one. That one is more like this is more like powder foundation, and that one is more like powder only. So that one gives you lesser coverage and a little bit lighter on the skin. So I'll probably get the white one, or maybe I'll repurchase this. I don't know. I really love the Heroine Make powder. Highly recommend. Next, from Taiwan, this is the brand Luview. Yeah, this is the Crystal Mineral Pact, and also one of the older powders that I have. And it's great because it comes with this part here, so it's like so small, but everything you need is inside here. And the puff is actually pretty good too, very soft. And I've already used quite a bit of this, and I really love this powder. Good coverage, does not make my skin look dry, mattifies well. Yeah, good at oil control. But since I had it for a while, I honestly think I should just throw it away. This is honestly, I think this is a Korean brand, not a Taiwan brand, because everything is written in Korean. And it's in the shade #1 light beige. I would repurchase these two. Okay, moving on to the last row over here, I have this one from Cathydoll. This is the CC Speed White Powder Pact, and I have mine in the shade Natural Beige 23, and I love this. I love this so much. This is the full size, I'm pretty sure, and I've already heat pan, and if I use my brush to like take any more powders, they just start crumbling and dropping everywhere, so I'm just gonna chuck it. This is great coverage. and also doesn't dry out my skin, so I really like this too, and it's also pretty inexpensive. Next one is something else that I also got from Japan, which has like the #1 tag. This is from the brand Poreputty. Everything is gone, and it's the mineral powder enrich. Yeah, there's like normal mineral powder and then the mineral powder enrich, so get the enrich, I guess. It also comes with SPF and came with a pack, but I don't like to use this kind of packs, and as you can tell, I've already used up a lot of this. I think this can still stay in my collection since I didn't have it for that long, so okay, I'll keep this and I'll use it up. This is a pore blurring powder, and it's one of the best pore blurring powder I've ever tried. Another pore blurring powder that I have is from Eglips or Eglips. It's a Korean brand, and I have mine in the shade 21, and this comes with a little pact. Pretty soft pack, pretty good, but what is the best part is that it comes with this little plastic thing to separate your pack from the powder, and this one works like the Poreputty blur pack, but I think that the Poreputty is a little bit better. But this one has like 3 shade selections. I think the Poreputty only has like 1 or 2 shades for you to choose from, but they kind of work the same, so I like both, so I'm gonna keep both. And then this one from Rimmel, I literally just got it. This is the Rimmel Stay Matte Long Lasting Press Powder, something that I've wanted to try for a really long time, and then the sales girl recommended me shade 5 Silky Beige, which is just way too dark for me. So it just doesn't work for me. I've tried like 2 or 3 times and it just makes me look very dirty. Not bronzed, but dirty. So I'm gonna pass this along to someone else. Okay, next I have this from Too Cool for School, which is a Korean brand. This is the UV Cover Pact, and it's still brand new in the box. So this one, since it's from the brand Too Cool for School, I think I'm just gonna keep it because I like their contour powder. So I'm guessing I would like their powder formula. The packaging is so sleek, which is a great smart choice. But it comes with like a stupid mirror, which like it doesn't work, you can't see anything in it. But it also comes with an individual space for the pact, which I like, and this is quite a small pen, so I think I can afford to keep this in my collection and try to use it up. And honestly, I think I should just give it a shot since I haven't even tried it at all. And then I have this from Rcma No Color Powder, and this is just what I pour into so that it's easier for me to use. When it says no color powder, honestly, it's not true. It does have a little bit of color. It honestly does brighten your skin. So I would say like white powder. And as you can tell, I love it so much. I've already used up this amount. And this is the loose powder that got me into loose powder. I used to I didn't know what the point of loose powder was. So messy and it goes everywhere. But this is great for dry skin people because it doesn't emphasize any dry patches and it mattifies my skin very well. So I would keep this, and I think I'll repurchase this also. I would like to buy the Laura Mercier loose powder. Can you recommend down below whether who've tried like the Rcma and the Laura Mercier, if there's any difference, or should I just stick with this powder because I think this is cheaper? Alright, so this is what I'm getting rid of, this is what I'm keeping, and I got rid of 6 primers, but I'm keeping 5 primers, which is good because I get rid of more than what I'm keeping, and I got rid of 4 powders, keeping 4 powders, so same amount, 50%. So I'll keep all these and I'll try to use them up. And I'll link my Declutter series down below. If you're interested, check out that playlist, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!